Hello YouTubers, I'm going to show you how to solo Kaelthas on a hunter. I'm going to kite these first two guys to the back. Phase 1 is easy, not much to explain. I want to kill this mage as close to where she stands as possible. I'm going to kill her first in phase 3. Keep your distance, she'll knock you back and disorient you. It's just not fun. Now with this bomb guy, the last guy, the engineer, you can deterrence his stun thing if you can't burn him down fast enough. Most of the time you'll be able to burn him down fast enough, but some of the time you'll be able to deterrence his stun if you think it's coming, if you know your DPS sucks. After you down these weapons here, you want to pick up the Staff of Disintegration, put it on your bar, and use the staff's ability, keep it equipped the whole time. It'll make you immune to Kaelthas' stun, and your pet too. Don't pick up the bow, it's a piece of shit. Doesn't really matter what kill order you use in this phase, as long as you kill the mage first. Blow cooldowns on her. Just make sure you use the staff, otherwise this phase will stun you and fear you and disorient you forever. You only need the trinket for fear, because it's the only thing that you're affected by if you picked up the staff. And don't forget to use its ability when you equip it, because you have to do more than just equip it. I put it on my bar. Kill the engineer last, because you want to position your pet before he dies, because you don't want Kaelthas to aggro without your pet in position. Of course, this attempt was very sloppy, but I got it done nonetheless. You want to keep your pet on passive for Kaelthas phase, because when you DPS the Phoenix, you don't want it to assist you. So you put your pet on passive and you move it to this spot. And it doesn't matter what spot you move it to, as long as you're in line of sight of your pet to mend it, but out of line of sight of Kaelthas so you don't get mind controlled. Because if you get mind controlled, you'll kill your pet and it'll reset the fight. Now every time he says bow to my will or obey me, he casts mind control. You want to be out of line of sight for this, so what I do is I stay out of line of sight until he casts it, and then I pop out for about 15 seconds and DPS him, and I wait for him to cast it again. You don't really know when he's going to cast it, so just to be safe, I just pop out, usually 15 seconds or until the Phoenix spawns, and then I just hide until he says bow to my will or obey me again, and then you can just pop out again. You want to try to stay within 15 yards of your pet, because if you don't, your staff buff will fall off like it did at the beginning of this encounter for me on this attempt, and he'll disorient your pet and he'll aggro onto you and you'll have to feign. And you risk being mind controlled if that happens, so you want to, while hiding the Phoenix, try to stay within range of your pet. Sometimes if you feign, the Phoenix will despawn, sometimes it won't. You'll see that here in a couple seconds. Sometimes those flame strikes will hit you for 100k for some reason. I don't know if that's bugged or not. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do, so it's also best to stay out of those. See the Phoenix despawn, I just don't get that. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. So I just try to feign all of them and deal with less. Just spamming min pet, waiting for him to say bow to my will or obey me. There it is, obey me. He's going into phase 5. Stay out of line of sight for a little bit, because a couple attempts I had when he went into phase 5, he still said bow to my will, mind controlled me, and reset, and was totally a piss off, because once you get to phase 5, you kind of just got the kill. You want to keep your pet in the spot I'm about to put him. If you get him too close to Kaelthas, he'll take too much damage sometimes. So just put him on passive, put him there and misdirect, and just let it tank it and do nothing. Heal it up, and this phase I ignore the Phoenixes. I mean, they don't really do much. Just stay out of Flame Strike, and You pretty much have the kill now. Phase 4 was the hardest part. Now when he picks you up in the air, sometimes you don't get the slow fall and die, but what you can do is disengage to reset the fall timer. You'll see me do that here a little. Of course he gave me the slow, so I never hit the ground, but just in case, see how you go up high. Sometimes you won't get the fall and you can just disengage like that, and you won't die. See how my pet's just standing there? Just keep it like that. And you pretty much have the kill if you can get to this phase. My Ashes of Alar dropped last week. I decided to kill him one more time to put a guide on YouTube. I didn't think this was possible. Probably make more guides for bosses that are a little more difficult to kill than your average boss. Should like, subscribe, and comment. I'll make more.